My name is Brian Perronne, and Brad asked me to share a little bit about my journey in being more aware of systematic racism around us. And so how did this happen for me? I would say that my eyes have been increasingly awakened over these past few weeks. And honestly, that's embarrassing to say that things that I see now, I hadn't seen prior to that. One of the biggest factors in this is that recently an organization that I work with, the CEO is a Black man, and we had a board meeting at the beginning of June, and the board chair asked everyone to go around and share how recent events had been impacting them. And when it came time for the CEO to share, he said, I've reached this incredible point in my career where I'm leading a very prestigious organization. I sit here in this boardroom and I have the respect of everyone in the room. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't feel the burden of being a Black man in America. And he said, when I drive around town, I am George Floyd. And he asked us all, he said, I know everyone wants to do something, so I ask you to share with your friends that your friend has been deeply hurt and impacted by these events. And then he said, what we're asking really is just for the recognition of inalienable rights that were bestowed on us by our Creator. That conversation, combined with a conversation with someone that lives in my neighborhood, a Black family that lives in my neighborhood, sharing about their experience jogging in the neighborhood, the feelings they have leaving their house or sitting in their living room in my neighborhood, have really impacted me and opened my eyes to things that I did not see previously and did not see clearly. I was reflecting back on the riots in 1992 in Los Angeles, and I was finishing up college at that time. So a lot of time has passed, and what really struck me is how little has changed. And I have been believing two lies about that. One is that things are getting better, and the second is that it's not around here. The systematic racism exists elsewhere, but not in the liberal Bay Area. And my perspective has completely changed on those two lies. And I've been reflecting on Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from the Birmingham jail, because it was a letter of correction to white church leaders during that time. And he said, we have to repent in this generation not merely of the vitriolic words and actions of bad people, but for the appalling silence of the good people. We must come to see human progress never rolls in on the wheels of inevitability. It comes through the tireless efforts and persistent work of people willing to be co-workers with God. And without this hard work, time itself becomes an ally of the forces of social stagnation. So I've been reflecting on how can I be a co-worker of God in advocating for racial justice? How can I be a co-worker for God in being an ally? And how can I walk humbly with God and learn about things that my eyes are still closed to? So that's my journey.